Oh my god. Hi guys. How are we doing? Oh, let me turn watch on myself. You guys are gonna make me cry. Thank you so much. I'm not feeling the best. You can hear my voice. Thank you everyone who's become a member. I know Hammy has. I can see your super chats on the StreamYard side. Oh, I wonder if it's is it because okay. I'm gonna have to tell Fedora that. Okay. Sorry, I just figured something out. Ham and beans, thank you. Yay, first super chat. Thank you. Shadow hair. I see you found the link. I figured it out on my laptop. I can't find it when I'm on my phone. It's weird. Thank you so much. Creek native girl or whatever. Thank you for your super chat. Yay, Burb got monetized. I did. And I thought it was gonna take longer. And I happy cried when I found out because it's something that's always it's been like I knew I could achieve it, but when something is an abstract idea for such a long time and then it becomes a reality and you're like, oh, okay, cool. And I wasn't the only one that got monetized. And I'm just going to say that. Ham and Beans, Creek Native, you guys are awesome. I could not do this without you. Like the support, the friendship, the help, the just everything is I am being 100% honest when I say I have found the best group of people. I have the best community. You guys are all amazing. Kat, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. Oh gosh. Listen, I've been in the hospital with food poisoning, like on an IV. Just, I hope you feel better. Harmony in life. I had to peel myself away from ye old deadly content over there. Love them so much. Which, if you like deadly content, and you should, because Death and Little Boots are amazing, y'all are gonna want to be here tomorrow because Death and I are we're collabing. We're doing a stream. Um, and it's just gonna be like I'm gonna call it a smorgasbord. It's gonna be great. Um, well, there's gonna be a lot of stuff in the works, so you're gonna wanna keep an eye on things. It's gonna be awesome. Listen, it's been a week. That full moon happened on Sunday, and the full moon portal opened up Sunday night, and the universe said, "Here you." For anybody else, did the universe say, "Here you go. Here's a big silver platter, and some of the dishes are delicious and yummy and great. Other ones are terrible. Um, it's a lot. Here's everything all at once." And I was like, "Wow, cool, thanks." anybody else, anybody else this week has been Hammy, don't get too excited about that. Don't listen. Yeah, weekly recap is a thing. This is a different ball of wax this week. Um, and I'm still going to stream. We're still going to be here and do something. I might be changing it up or modifying it a little bit. Uh, but we will be here. Okay. We'll check on Amberlynn and the potato situation as we always do. So yeah. Oh, I'm better. I just had to embarrass myself, but they were like, you could go to the ER, but I think you want to stay home. Oh, sweetie. And keep in mind, paramedics and EMTs and doctors, especially ER doctors and nurses, they're seeing everybody in their worst moment. And I think we get a little, I mean, it's natural to get self conscious and embarrassed and stuff. So, but you're so gorgeous. You know, I'm sure they had no complaints. So thank you everybody. It's going to be like a chill stream. A shorter stream, but I did want to stream with the whole monetization thing. You do have some custom emojis. I tried uploading a bunch of them. Apparently, Winston is not the correct ratio to be a custom emoji, but we're gonna make Winston the correct ratio. Jasper's the correct ratio, though. Oh, Sarah K, welcome to Baby Birds. Oh, did I say everyone's level? I think Hammy, Shadow Hair, Baby Birds. And I think Hammy, were you I'm pretty sure you were conspiracy burbs because I had some people join when I wasn't. Um, you need my chili crisp recommendation. I will send that to you. I will post that in the Discord because listen, everybody should be on. I tried making that an emoji and my picture wasn't the right size. Like, yeah, so we're going to work on more custom emojis. We'll have some, Gore World stuff and we'll have some spoopy burb stuff. And I appreciate everybody's help. Okay, so last week, right? So if you run in the circles I run in, which isn't just, fatties and crabby old crazy men on the internet, um, it's been known for a long time that a soft disclosure is coming. And we talked about this last week with the whole congressional hearing and, yes, the confirmation, which like we already knew, uh, the reference to, yes, non-human entities. Like, yeah, okay, cool. All right, Hecate. Yeah, I appreciate you stopping in. I know your time zone is weird and I started late. I hope you sleep very well. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Yes, you are a conspiracy burb, Hammy. Okay. Oh, and real quick, the conspiracy burb level is going to be great because I know a lot of people like to do pre-stream lives. I'm too hectic before stream. Getting the dog settled. I'm getting my coffee situation figured out. Um, I'm trying to down like 2 or 3 cigarettes. um, and usually after stream, especially depending on the topic, I'm like pretty hyped up. And with the spooky stuff too, which when I'm going to be doing so I'm going to do some post stream conspiracy burb members only chats, right? Because I really wanted to offer some like good stuff for that level. So you get 2 monthly member streams and then the post stream chat in the Discord um, is going to be a good time because the subject matter will be fresh and everyone's ideas and thoughts and theories will be fresh or fresh and yummy. Or if we're talking about, Gore World stuff, it's going to be a good time. So I wanted to talk I want to talk after stream. That's when I'm all hyped up. So, oh, well, Sarah, you know, as a moderator, exceptions may be made. We'll see. Um, yeah, like you're an admin in the Discord. You kind of have to be there. So, all right. So let me get back on track. So we had some videos. Like I said, a lot of these topics we're going to revisit. There's so much to it. There's so much to cover. There's so many varying aspects to things. Um, and having had the soft disclosure confirmation, which I think a lot of people are still choosing to be like, no, I don't know. Oh, where's the proof? And it's whatever. Because if the government came out and like had a press conference with an actual alien and was like, yeah, they're real, they exist, here you go. Oh, Winston, what's okay? Oh, hold on. I think my neighbors are banging next door. That's great. Hi, Jarella. You hear something? Okay, sorry. Oh, Jeppa boy, yeah, we need to get Winston on there because Um, so looking at it from that point of view, we had some one in particular I remember. I think it was Strange Buzz Trick or Bun Trick was very excited because it's near where she lives. Uh, an alien encounter, and I wanted to watch those since one, we never got to them, and B, because now we can sit here from this viewpoint of we suspected, and I'm gonna say, yeah, it's been confirmed. You know, it's been confirmed. Aliens are real and they exist. So let me go and all right, pull this up. And this is the Rendlesham Forest UFO incident, which I've heard of, but I don't know that I really know anything about it. So I'm like, ooh. Oh, Harmony in Life, thank you for becoming a spoopy burb. Please, we will be getting more custom emojis, but please enjoy the ones that are available. And I will be posting when the first members only stream is gonna be, and it's gonna be great. Creek, if you wanna, there's not, you know, there's not too many people in here. Does anybody need the Discord link? If yet, Creek will drop it for you, and I appreciate you, Creek. I am a monetized burb. We have memberships. You could do super chats. Harmony and Life. Oh my God, you guys. Thank you so much. Gifted 5 Raven Star memberships. Yes. And make sure you go in to your settings. You can hit the little dollar sign and then membership. And then and I'm on Samsung, and you'll see 3 dots. Hit that, hit gift settings, and make sure those are set to on so you can receive if anyone gifts. So, and YouTube does pick those randomly, and this is new. Um, so and I know the system will hold them if no one's picked right now because this is my first stream monetized with memberships. And people will get emails saying, "Hey, you were gifted." And I'll keep watch to see who gets them. Thank you, Jarella. Oh my god. All right, let's share this because, like I said, this is just gonna be a shorter chill stream because you do get myself and Death tomorrow, and then Sunday I'm gonna drink a bunch of hot tea and nurse myself back to health. I think going to the physical therapy, I keep picking up
Enough to join us for.
I think I keep picking up stuff because it's adjacent to one of the hospitals. So yeah, and I, am uh, sanitizing my hands and washing my hands and stuff. But things are airborne, and I've noticed since I started going to PT, I've gotten kind of meh a couple of times. Okay, so this is the Rendlesham U.S. Forest incident. This is that New York Post, the basement files. I really like these guys. I really like their videos. And okay, so everyone, put your tinfoil hats on, right? Put your little alien heads in the chat. Oh my god, that's so fun and that's so weird. Oh my god. Thank you so much, you guys. Okay. Aliens in the chat. And let's look at this from the perspective that this happened because aliens are real. Oh my god.
For quite a few episodes here, and you literally wrote the book on this incident, right?
Yes, I teamed up with 2 of the main United States Air Force witnesses. We put together this book, and to my knowledge, it's the only UFO book ever to have needed security clearance from both the US and the UK government.
Well, shit. I might have to. Where's my notebook? I'm like, where's my notebook? I need to write that down. Here it is. Ooh, I wonder if this is on Audible. I have 4 credits. I need to cancel Audible so bad. Oh my god. Is Audible my HelloFresh? Audible is my HelloFresh. Oh my god. Okay.
Why don't you set up the scene?
Rendlesham Forest is in the county of Suffolk in England, and it's to the northeast of London. And these are 2 military bases, Bentwaters and Woodbridge, RAF bases, so Royal Air Force, but operated by the United States Air Force. So most of the witnesses are US military personnel. And Rendlesham Forest lies between the twin bases of Bentwaters and Woodbridge.
Ooh.
Okay, so take me to December 26th.
Some of the security, police, and guarding personnel see strange lights in the forest, and their first thought, of course, is they think maybe an aircraft has crashed and there's a fire. So they go out to investigate, and they find not a crashed aircraft, but a landed UFO.
Sorry. Yep, I caught that. Hold on, let me make sure. I think static spark. Yeah, I didn't like that guy either, girl. So they're thinking they're gonna see, and keep in mind, okay, I have to keep telling myself, so I'm gonna be annoying and keep telling you guys. UFOs are real. Aliens are real. Oh, what is my wire situation? Wow. Um, so Air Force Base, and I think alien. Because I live in Nevada, the whole Area 51 deal, and I do think some of the things that are spotted are military aircraft that they're testing, that are new and unreleased, reversed engineered alien technology and such. Um, and I think that uh, UFOs are drawn. I mean, it makes sense. Like to me, like UFOs would be drawn to uh, a military base. Because if we feel we're under attack and look at all the movies, it's like, oh, we're being invaded. Send out the military. So to me, it kind of makes sense why they would frequent the military bases. What do you guys think? Aliens are real. I'm so excited. I hope they brought lattes from wherever they're from, because a burb loves a latte.
A relatively small triangular shaped craft, and it's come down in this small clearing in Rendlesham Forest, and it's actually smashed off some of the branches as it came down. John Burroughs and Jim Penniston, who were the 2 who actually then went forward to approach the craft, they walked up to this thing, and then suddenly it slowly took off vertically, maneuvered its way past the treetops, and once it had cleared the treetops, it accelerated away at incredible speed. And Jim was an experienced non-commissioned officer who had deep specialism in aircraft recognition. He said this is no aircraft. This thing was so beyond his frame of reference.
My first thought because you guys know me, like, I'm a softie. I do have my boundaries and my hard lines, but I am a softie. Um, these, and keep in mind, like all this stuff back in the 50s, 60s, we talked about Barney and Betty Hill, who were an interracial couple in the 60s. And then, we're like, hey, we met some aliens and it wasn't great. Um, 70s, 80s, and that just I I feel bad for them. This must have been so traumatic and overwhelming. And then they probably had people, "Oh, you're crazy. You didn't see it. Oh, it was this, it was that." And they probably spent the rest of their lives questioning themselves, what they saw in their sanity. And if they were like, "No, I know what I saw," were labeled as crazy. And my heart breaks to think of how it affected them and therefore their lives. I just big big hugs to everybody. Oh, that breaks my heart.
He just didn't know what else to
Oh.
think or say.
And I actually spoke with Jim Peniston, and his story is its own episode altogether. In fact, the next
Wow.
episode is completely dedicated to Jim Peniston's story. But for now, this is not the end of the Rendlesham Forest incident.
I'm gonna make a note for us to watch that.
There's a Christmas party
Jim
2 nights
Peniston.
later. What happens then?
The doors burst open. Um, a young officer comes up to the base commander and the deputy base commander and says, "Sir, it's back." And they are told the UFO has returned.
Oh
So the
God.
deputy base commander is Lieutenant Colonel Charles Holt. He is an absolutely by the book guy. He has heard the rumors about the UFO from the first night. He is not impressed with this. He's like,
Hmm.
I'm going to go out there,
Okay.
to put a team together. We're going to go out and we're going to debunk this nonsense so that everyone can get on with their jobs.
Ugh.
Well, he goes out and he is not able to debunk.
What an asshole. I hope he got probed. I'm just saying, like, at least be open minded and supportive of, like, your people. I don't know. The way this guy is wording it, I could be wrong. I wasn't there. I don't know. This guy sounds like a douchebag, and I hope he got probed.
Debunk it because he himself, the deputy base commander, witnesses the UFO.
Well, he took an audio recorder with him, and we have.
That man went out in the forest and said, "I'm going to prove this isn't real." And the alien walked up and bitch slapped him and said, "Hi, I'm Fred. How are you?" Wow, that's amazing. Good for the alien. Like, I get it. I get people are like, "I don't believe in this. Aliens aren't real. Psychics are bullshit. Ghosts are bullshit." And everyone's allowed their opinion. Everyone is. Oh, I see your comment, Hammy. Hold on. Hammy says, "Okay, that base commander was in a U.S. uniform. The two they showed earlier didn't look like U.S. uniforms to me. I'll go back and watch it later to confirm." Do you mean in the pictures or the reenactment? I assume you would mean the pictures that they showed, like of the actual people. My brain's not even registering that, to be honest. So, yes. And thank you for going back later and not asking me to tap back an entire stream. I appreciate that.
The public can listen to this tape. We've taken some
Okay.
snippets from this tape, and for you guys
Sarah.
to listen to and watch. So let's cut to that.
Probe me, Daddy.
Straight ahead off my flashlight there, sir. There it is. Hey, I see it too. What is it? We don't know, sir. So can I get some visual? Yeah, it's a strange, small red light. You'll see out maybe a quarter to half mile, maybe further out. I'm gonna switch on. The light is gone now. It was approximately 120 degrees from the site. Is it back again? Yes, sir. Everything else is just deathly calm. There is no doubt about it. There's some type.
When you especially are in a forest, even the desert, because you still hear the wind and lizards and coyotes, but specifically in the forest where there tends to be more, life and noises, any place that is like silent, and it takes you kind of a minute to realize I don't hear any twigs cracking under, deers running or small animals. I don't hear squirrels scurrying up a tree, birds. When the birds go listen, I can say this on every level. When birds go quiet, that's not a good thing Don't make the burp go quiet. Oh my God, it's so creepy.
Strange flashing red light ahead. It's yellow. I saw a yellow tinge in it too.
Hi, Jessica.
Weird.
Jessica, welcome and good to see you.
Seriously, you maybe move a little bit this way? It's brighter than past that. Yellow. It's coming this way. It is definitely coming this way. Pieces of it are shooting off. There is no doubt about it. This is weird.
I want to point out in this audio
Mm-hmm.
to remember that this guy had no interest in a UFO, went out there to calm everyone down. There's nothing here. You guys are, this is bull. And then you hear in his voice, there's a light. Oh, what is that? You know, you can hear himself surprised. Why don't you describe what he's seeing in this audio tape?
Well, the start of all this is actually quite mundane. He goes, because at first he doesn't see anything. So what he does is he and the half dozen or so people that he'd take.
See, this is why you should try to be a little bit open-minded, or just expect the unexpected. Winston, you're okay. This guy went out there and was like, he was like that staunch military dude that was like, I'm gonna go out there and just prove this and did it or whatever. And he went out there and quite the opposite happened. And I find it comical. I don't know. I just like, that's funny as hell to me.
Taken out with him. They go to the landing site where John Burroughs and Jim Penniston encountered the UFO on the first night. And sure enough, they actually find indentations in the ground. And the ground this is December in England. It's cold. The ground is frozen hard. There are indentations that show that indeed an object weighing several tons did land exactly where they said it landed. So they start off there, and at the beginning of the tape, they are going around and, for example, they're taking samples, soil samples, scrapings from the trees. They run the Geiger counter around, and they get peak readings.
Oh, no, not the Geiger.
Readings. And actually,
I would just like to point out, Winston has no less than 5 rawhide chips stashed on his side of the bed, right? And I just had to get up and find all of them. And now he's happy boy and has the chips. What's Hammy saying? See, Hammy notices all this like detail stuff. I'm just like, Hammy Beat says, hold up. They keep calling him Lieutenant Colonel, but the picture they are using shows him as a full bird colonel. Did they say what base this is at? In the beginning, yes, hold on. They showed a graphic. Hold on, let me grab that for you. Or no, I want to grab it for you. So it's Rendlesham Forest. There's Bent Waters Royal Air Force Base and Woodbridge Royal Air Force Base. And I'm sure if you look up Rendlesham Forest, if you Google it, it should tell you. See, this is why, Hammy, you're the best, because I'm just like, and the aliens, and was he nice, and like, did he get probed? And Hammy's over here like, they have been a bones, Jarella. Those are the best. Just don't be careful getting the kind where it's like a handle on each end that can get stuck on the dog's like bottom jaw. The Benebones are the best. They get them on Chewy. They are so much less expensive. My boys have the bacon flavored ones. They like the wishbone shape is their favorite. Absolutely the Benebones. So, yep, I forget. Hammy is ex-Army. Oh my God, I'm so excited for the conversations we're gonna have. Like, it's gonna be great.
The declassified Ministry of Defense file on this says that subsequently the defense intelligence staff assessed those radioactivity levels as being significantly higher than the average background. So that's where they start off. But then, yes, suddenly that work is interrupted because they see the UFO themselves.
Oh
And
God.
you can absolutely
Oopsie.
hear the excitement, the tension, at some points probably a little bit of fear in their voices as they're saying it's coming this way. It's definitely coming this way.
I have a question for you, Hammy. Um, I've always wondered why, and I get it's because time passes, things change, information comes out, people are no longer here to suffer the consequences. Why why are things declassified? Because in my mind I'm like, if it's classified, wouldn't they want to keep it classified? And I know when something is declassified, it can have all but 5 words redacted out of it. I'm fully aware of that, but just without all the minutia and the details, like why are things declassified? I don't know. Like, I'm just curious. This is how my brain works.
Weird. And it is extraordinary. I mean, some people say, why did Colonel Holt make this recording? Is it genuine? Absolutely. I've interviewed all the witnesses. I know Colonel Holt very well. Actually, it was his custom and practice to take with him this handheld cassette recorder on his rounds so that he could document his observations and thoughts. I mean, it was just the way he did business.
Yes, and I actually had a chance to interview him via Skype about why the tape recorder, what he saw that night, and it's pretty amazing. Why don't we cut to that?
We went out into the forest. I carried a tape recorder almost everywhere I went, and we find these 3 indentations. Then it gets very.
I just want to say in general, I need, what I need to look up. I keep forgetting. It's been a week. I'm so sorry. I'm a mess. The Dulce base thing. I want to talk to that guy. These military guys, like, they're man's man. They're manly men. They're forgotten country. They're career military. I've always tended to like believe these guys and like Bob Lazar and stuff, because there's something in their energy, there's something in their character where you can pick up. It's almost difficult for them to sit there and admit, quote unquote, to, yes, saw the UFO, it was real, and this and that. And, again, I find myself drawn to the whole human psyche and emotion and functionality part of something. It's always where I'm drawn. It's always where I go.
Puzzling because we're getting radiation readings that are higher than background. Not dangerous, but much higher, especially in the indentations and on the side of the trees facing the 3 indentations. I'm very puzzled about this, but I thought, well, there's got to be some kind of explanation for this. And while we're doing that, one of the party persons with me says, look over there. There's this reddish orange glowing object. It's sort of oval in shape, like a large basketball or beach ball.
God.
It has a dark center, and it's moving.
Okay, what would you do though? Like, what would you? Okay, you're out by your house, wherever you live, and particularly for those of us, like I'm out in Nevada, I can go out to the desert. If you're out in the country, wherever, and you legit see something, like, I know it's a possibility. I've never, I've had more like paranormal, ghosty, entity encounters than UFO alien encounters, but I know people that have, my my brother and his friend, when they were teenagers, were visiting his friend's family in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, which is like way north. And I had visited the same place with them the previous summer, so I knew where he was at. And it's in the middle of nowhere. And it shook him up, and he never talked about it, but they swear they saw a UFO when they were out there. And a few other people I know that have seen UFOs or aliens or something. It shook them up so bad they would never even talk about it. And like we all know I'm the one person you can talk to and I'm going to believe you and be supportive. And so the fact that they would never even talk about it just it was heartbreaking, but also I always wondered what happened.
That thing was probably about 200 to 300 yards away. It looks like an eye winking at you. It's still moving from side to side. And when you put the star scope on it, it sort of has a hollow center, right? Dark center. It's like the pupil of an eye looking at you and winking. And the flash is so bright to the star scope that it almost burns your eye.
It did. It looked like the dark center would just look like it was blinking off and on. We're watching it for a few minutes. It comes into the forest. It's been out in the farmer's field beyond us. We see it in the forest. It moves through the trees, avoiding trees. It doesn't touch any trees, bobbing up and down and moving through the trees. So I said, let's try and approach it. So we try and approach it, and it recedes. It goes back out into the farmer's field.
Oh.
And the ones in the north are moving. One's moving away from us. It's moving out fast. This one on the right heading away too. Yeah, we're both heading north. Okay, here he comes from the south. He's coming toward us now.
We stop at the edge of the forest and watch it,
Wow.
and I can see the glow from it on the farmer's house, which is on the far side of the field. All the windows reflected so brightly, it looked like the house was on fire.
Oh my
What
God.
appears to be a beam coming down to the ground. This is unreal.
The object's dripping or shedding some kind of material like molten metal or some kind of sparks or something. Then it silently explodes like fireworks into multiple white objects, and they disappear.
What are your emotions as you're seeing?
That is a lot. That is wild. I don't know what I would do if I saw that. Holy smoke. Wow. That is so hold on. Kat, I just want to clarify. Do you mean I know you're in mixed Discord. Are you in the Burbs Nest Discord? Because there's a whole situation type deal moment with the dark side of the moon. Several super soldiers have talked about a jump room that is on the moon. And I know there's the whole like the moon isn't real, it's fake. I don't know about all that. But there is said to be like a base, a super soldier base, and there's the jump room and there's portals and all this stuff. And this is why I'm stopping to ask because you're hitting on something that I want to cover. Okay, there's like the when you get a chance and you feel up to it, or when you have time, no rush. Pure OPU. Wow, Jasper. Yeah, there's the paranormal, and then there's the aliens and UAP. If you want to, wow, Jasper. Whew, that is. I'm gonna do a stream about how fucking demonic Jasper's farts are. Holy shit. Oh my god. But if you want to go in there and, share anything, and again, that piqued my interest because that is something I want to talk about and that I have followed people's stories for years. There's a channel of this guy that says he's a super soldier and interviews other super soldiers. And so many of their stories line up. They all talk about the same thing with the moon and the jump room and jumping to other planets and these missions. And it's one of those things that it just like really strikes a nerve in me for some reason. Jasper is a good boy. I was distraught Sunday night into Monday into Tuesday. I was exhausted. I was overwhelmed because Jasper had some serious gastric distress and it was a whole situation. I don't want to go into detail because it's kind of gross. But yeah, I was on like a 2-hour sleep cycle. So like I said, it's been a week.
Seeing this thing.
Oh, we were almost in shock. I'm thinking the whole time, I wish I hadn't got involved in this. Nobody's going to believe what we're telling them. I'm thinking ball lightning, all kinds of explanations, but nothing fits.
He just comes across as so sincere.
Yeah, he's the ultimate reluctant witness. This is the last person who wanted
Those
to
are
see
the
a
best
UFO
kind.
get caught up with a story like this.
Let's talk about the physical evidence that's observed and documented at this site. It's really extraordinary. There's quite a combination. You've got broken branches, heat signatures on bark, burns, heat signatures on trees, essentially, from what I understand.
Yes, the clear implication from the physical data is that the object or craft that landed in the clearing was a high heat source, both in terms of conventional physical heat, but it was also giving off radioactivity. And indeed, there are some of the witnesses who say that health issues that they have are maybe attributable to that. And I alerted some of these people to a line in a declassified British government intelligence assessment of the UFO phenomenon. And there was a line, and it said witnesses were probably exposed to what we call UAP radiation for longer than normal time periods. And on the basis of that, a witness has now been quietly given a settlement from the VA.
Let me get this straight. You produce a classified?
Okay, before he gets into that, because I'm trying to pay attention. So that channel that I was referring to, it's called Super Soldier Talk. Hold on, I'm going to drop a link for the channel into the chat. Make sure you go over and subscribe. I don't watch as much as I'd like to because the streams, the stories are like 2-3 hours long. And but he's been interviewing people for years, and it is excruciatingly interesting. And there you go. There, that is and I find this gentleman, I can't remember his name offhand, to be extremely reputable in the people he interviews. And I strongly recommend, if that is something that piques your curiosity, you think you may be a super soldier yourself, because keep in mind, super soldiers aren't 8 feet tall and strong. And no, they should call them psychic soldiers, because they are, a lot of them, it's so hard to describe. They're tapping into our natural abilities, and they're taught how to use them. And they switch them from body to body. And it's wild, but it also makes a shit ton of sense to me, and I don't know why. So there's that.
Well, originally classified,
classified,
highly classified, secret UK eyes only, but now in the public domain.
That said,
declassified.
yeah, the UFO probably gave them radiation.
Yes.
Man.
Now, what I can't do.
That's real?
Yes, that's real. Senator McCain was involved in this. A number of senatorial and congressional aides were involved with this.
We sent letters directly from Senator McCain to them, stating that if they didn't start doing something and release the information and get you the care that you needed, that he personally was going to take this in his hands and address it.
The VA was being asked to evaluate and grant me disability based on the injuries I received in the line of duty in December of 1980 in Rendlesham Forest.
Correct.
Okay, so the VA says this is real. But what was it? I know Colonel Halt has some scary thoughts on this.
I have no idea what it was. All I know, it was under intelligent control.
What makes you say it was under intelligent control?
Because it moved through the forest, avoiding the trees, and when we tried to approach it, it moved away from us and then exploded and went away.
I'm sure. Have you researched this more into trying to find an answer into what this could have been?
Oh, I've talked to everybody from Nobel Prize winning astrophysicists, you name it, and nobody's been able to come up with a good explanation. People say it was a manure wagon on fire, it was a cop car with lights on the roof, it was the lighthouse, all these crazy things, but nothing fits.
Are we alone, Colonel?
They're definitely not.
In the next Basement Office episode, we dive even deeper into the Rendlesham UFO story with retired Air Force officer Jim Peniston.
What appeared in the forest floor in front of me was a triangular craft.
He claims he not only saw the UFO, but that he touched it with his own hands.
I was very
Girl,
scared.
no.
Believe me.
And that's when things got weird.
Oh, wow. That is all right. I'm going to stop sharing that. Give me a minute. I want to, because it's not always as easy as you think it is to find these videos. So, yeah, there's another eyewitness. So I will find that and we will, this I think just this alien encounters should just be like an within the genre of aliens. I would like to make this an ongoing subgenre that we can not even just do on Fridays, just be like, again, join the Discord, follow me on Twitter, you know. I could be like, "Hey, I'm chilling. What are you guys doing? You want to delve into some more alien encounters and I'll fire up a stream?" Does that sound good? Cups by Julie. Hi. It's so early for you. Look at you. Oh, thank you for joining memberships. I did not see what level you joined at, but thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I want to keep this going. Oh, because I find it interesting, specifically those individuals that have had encounters like this. They are pilots, they were on a military base of some sort in some part of the world. They were on an aircraft carrier. Not to say, your everyday run of the mill folks aren't credible. But again, I think it makes sense to me. Off Life Planet would, you want to go to the people, I don't know, that are weapons or are known weapons. Let me correct myself. Are known weapons could even do anything to them. Uh but you kind of want to go, at least maybe not to, so much worry about, hey, they're going to hurt us, but I'm sure they don't want us, setting anything off that's going to hurt ourselves. So we're going to work on channel emojis. The one and only Lovely Death made me and she was so nice. She just did it to be nice and I love her so much. She made me my own, cuz this up here, hold on, let me see. Oh, and I'm not sharing my screen. Never mind. The thing in the upper right-hand corner, that is just that's just from Canva. And I do love it. Don't get me wrong. I really like the style of it, but Death made me a new little kind of channel logo with a couple of iterations, and the way she did it was great because it's so creative. And I was like, "Oh my god, I never would have thought of that. She's so smart." And so I'm going to try to get that up. I want to see what other things I have that I can, I got to play around with the aspect ratio and get it to fit, but I want to get, cuz listen, it's the whole reason I wanted to get monetized, because I wanted memberships, because I want the custom emojis, right? And I'm going to change up the monthly. There's going to be like fun ones for each month. And we'll add them and change them as we go along. So, again, I know you guys will, be patient, but I wanted to put up some. But I wanted the channel emojis, and I wanted to do the members only live streams, and we'll do uh we'll do quite a bit of like paranormal and supernatural stuff, and we'll also dip into like gore world and names and everything with it. And Conspiracy Burbs get 2 members only live streams, and Spoopy Burbs have access to one. And then we're gonna do the post. I can't remember if I made the post stream both of those levels or just the one, but no, I think we're good. Creek, thank you. If anybody does want the Discord link, you can DM me on Twitter, but yeah, cuz we'll drop it and then we'll disable it in a little while. So, so again, I apologize for the late start and the short stream. Uh, Again, it has been a rough week. Jasper's doing much, much better, and I appreciate everyone's patience and understanding. I'm sorry I didn't stream on Wednesday. I was exhausted because, yeah, it was just a lot going up, man. I'm telling you, if people, it's why it cracks me up when it's like there'll be a planet in retrograde and it's the full moon, and I guess there's 2 super moons, so the full moon at the end of this month is a blue moon. um because when there's 2 super moons in one month, it's a blue moon, and that's why they say it only happens once in a blue moon. um but it cracks me up when people are like, oh, astrology is bullshit and stuff, which is all, we've talked about that here, based on the planets and all that stuff. And then like there's a full moon that's a super moon, and you know Jupiter and Uranus are in Mercury are in retrograde, and all of the sun flares and just like eclipses, all this weird stuff is going on. Well, not weird, but like there's a lot of planetary stuff going on, and people that are like, astrology doesn't mean anything and it's not real, and it's just rocks moving around in space. But yet when we have weeks like this, their life turns into a country song, and like they don't make the connection. It's hilarious. So, oh my God, you guys are the best. Thank you so much for being here. I know it's short. I know it was late. Please excuse the burbs, but that's keep in mind, Death and I we're probably gonna be here. I think we agreed about um 6 p.m. Pacific time. So that's 9 p.m. Eastern. Again, I know I'm sorry, but keep in mind she is 8 hours ahead of me in the UK. So that's the middle of the night for her. But we are gonna do a collab tomorrow, and it's gonna be great. I'm gonna actually take a little break and start working on stuff for that. I want to tell you guys, your support means the world to me. Because, like I always say, I'm just some asshole on the internet talking about other assholes on the internet and saying weird shit about aliens and ghosts and my own psychic abilities. And you guys come and you hang out, and you're supportive, you're open minded, you share your own stories and thoughts and opinions. And I'm so pumped for those post stream chats. Those are going to be so much fun. I am so excited. If you don't have the Discord app, I highly recommend you get it and join at that level. And I just really, really want to thank you guys. I love you too, Creek. I really do love you. I appreciate you guys so much, Jarella. We've gotta learn you the Discord. I know it can be kind of confusing, but we'll help you out. We'll get you there. So you guys have a good night. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if yeah, check out that Super Soldier channel. It's amazing. Gigi is not still live. It is so past his bedtime. Deadly Content is still live. So, yeah, I'm probably going to go hang out at Deadly Content while I work on some things. And, Drella, everyone sucks at Discord when they first learn how to use it. Um, I will help you. Contact me on the Twitters. Um, you'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. It'll take a little bit. We'll figure it out because it's fun and you should be in there. All right, I'm gonna quit blathering and blabbing and um. How is that? I love when Gigi has a bite of chocolate. It's my favorite. We love Gigi here. So you guys have a great night. I'm gonna be back here tomorrow with Death, and that's probably gonna be like a longer stream. Like at one point, I will have to be like, I'm getting up to go outside and have a cigarette. So you just sit here and talk, and I'll be back in like 2 minutes. It's gonna be a long, fun stream. I will be here Sunday. I'm probably gonna switch it up a bit from my usual recap because of things going on in the community. Um, I just, yeah, Hammy, I will text you about that. But you know, I appreciate everyone's support. All you love, spread the word about the burb. Because there's going to be a lot of fun changes coming, and I promise I will continue to learn and do my best. And I appreciate you guys so much. Please go watch Gigi, Deadly Content, or any of your favorite streamers that happen to be streaming. I will be back here tomorrow with the one and only Death, and I hope to see you then. All right, you guys have a good night. Thank you so much. Seriously, my heart is full, and I can't thank you enough. All right, bye.